Hello, 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 my beautiful souls. How's everybody doing? I know it has been a little minute. I just dropped a video, then I went ghost real quick. Just so much going on. And it's what we're wrapping up March. So 3 months in the new year and so much going on already. And I just wanted to tap in and just get into this glow of just me. It is coming like I'm coming full circle. You know, I can't believe I am going to be 39 this year. Like, what? Where? 39 where? Um, literally. And I just want to speak about my healing journey and what I've learned thus far. Like I said, we just came up 5 years in January, and January, February, March has been a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. So now it's like I want to come and give you guys some of the tools and things that I've learned. And, you know, if it just gives you insight, if it helps you, whatever it does, if it reaches one person, I will be truly, truly grateful. And I just want to share my story with you. You know, I'm realizing as I've taken the time to really, really, really like do the work. It's not easy, you know, healing. It's forever thing. It's not like, you know, you're on this journey and it's just a temporary thing. No, this is a forever thing. And one of the things that I've learned and I've noticed is when you actually take the time to really heal those wounds after a heartbreak, you know, in a relationship, whatever, friendship, whatever is something that was like connected to you, when you actually give it the appropriate time and to really heal, you actually get to step back from it and evaluate, you know, not just the other person who played a role in your life, but what role did you play? And one of the things I've learned on this journey is if you do not do the work and you don't really heal, you could literally keep learning the same lesson in new faces. I have come to a point where I'm like, okay, no, absolutely will not keep learning the same lesson in new faces. And so I had to really sit and dig deep and just like really get to the bottom of it. And now this woman that has evolved, I'm like, wow, super, super proud, because what I have to say is this, not just to the ladies, men, when you know your worth, when you actually pour into you, when you actually fall in love with you, when you actually set boundaries, people don't like boundaries. And I feel like if you love me, if you're in my life, if whether you're a family member, whether you're a friend, whether you're a significant other, if you can't respect my boundaries, that is your personal, that is your personal, I don't want to say opinion, but that's just your personal feeling. I'm not, I'm not no longer going to break my boundaries, or I'm just at a place where I'm just not going to settle for what other people want me to do. And this goes all around in my life and where I'm at. And I noticed that it has changed my life significantly. I, you know, used to be a people pleaser. I used to be there to listen to everybody's problems and try to help everyone. And it just became so draining. You know, I cannot save everyone. This is why I have this platform, and I am grateful for this platform. Not only to share, you know, share content and to share some tools and things that I've learned along the way, but also because it's my legacy and what I will leave behind when I'm no longer here. And I just feel like it is something that my kids can also, you know, go back to and listen to. And this is a huge reason why this platform is where it is and why it is here. But I am just grateful that I take time to just take these moments to just record and share. But yes, I've learned how important my boundaries are. I learned my worth. I learned, you know, to really put me first. And as I'm getting ready to close out a big chapter in my life, when I'm ready, that is going to be a whole nother audio, a whole nother content, a whole nother video for that. I can't speak much about it right now, but it's something that I've been waiting for so long, and I am just excited to actually see the process finish. And I'm actually embarking on a new journey. And this journey that I'm on, I'm starting to realize that all of like I want to say the old ways of thinking, my old ways of thinking, the people that were in my old ways of thinking, that surface and come back, because we all know exes come back. And I gave you guys somewhat of idea of like why exes come back, whether it's a woman, whether it's a man. You know, I know that men and women listen to my platform. When they come back, there's several reasons why they come back. But now I'm learning there's another reason why they come back. And one of the biggest reasons one of the biggest lessons I've learned why they come back is they want to see, first of all, they cannot stand you are happy, glowing, you've leveled up, you've healed, you are very successful in your life without them. A lot of times it could be that the grass was never greener on the other side. You know, it probably didn't work out for the person that they left you for, or they just want to continue to play the field, you know. And just a lot of things. And someone asked me a question a couple of days ago and was like, hey, you know, you think you can, what's the word that I'm looking for? Hey, you think you could hook me up with somebody? Every time, I kid you not, that I meet people, they always think that I just have like a bunch of people around me. I don't keep a bunch of people around me. One of the best advice that I've ever gotten from my dad, that told me this as I was like a teenager, I believe. He says to me, the people you keep, the company you keep are a reflection of who you are. So regardless, like whether that's a man, whether that's a woman, like people pay attention to who you're around, and they associate you with that person. Like, oh, if this person's this way, she must be this way. So I am proud to say that I like to stick by myself, dolo, until I actually find people that are in the way that I'm, think, or I'm not going to say the way that I think, because I know that we're all made uniquely different and defined in God's image. I would say that just has like some of the same when it comes to like life and things like that. I just feel like where I'm at and where I'm going just hasn't meshed with people, and that's okay. I've also had to release. I had to release a lot of the past. I didn't realize how much that can really hold you back if you don't release the past, you know. whether it's relationships, whether it's toxic, all that toxicity, all of those things. And someone asked me, I'm not on any social media, have not updated any social media platforms for over a year. And someone asked me a couple days ago, which, guys, I'm going to do another QA. So you guys can email your questions to upliftingheartsandsouls820 at Gmail. And it's exactly how the platform is spelled out at Gmail. You guys can do that. I'm going to look at the questions and do another QA just so we can kind of update and just let you guys know, what's going on, what's the tea, what's up. But yes, I didn't realize how much, like, we can forgive things and not forget them and move on. But what I've also realized on this journey, if you keep opening the door to the past, it's like this. It's like a heal, like a cut, like it's healing, but like you keep ripping that band-aid, it's like the wound keeps coming back. So you're not really healing or learning. I'm also understanding that every single person that comes into your life, and we've talked about this before, is either in your life for a reason, okay? So it's either to teach you something, for you to either teach them something. So understanding and realizing the significance of meeting a person and a human being. And I can finally get to a point in my life that I can say that I do not regret anything in my life. I don't regret anything, any decision, anything that I've ever done. I've accepted and taken accountability for the roles that I've played in my life in the decision making, but I don't regret it. And the reason why I can come full circle and own everything, the good, the bad, everything about me, is because I am very content with who I am. And I really pray that whoever listens to this content, whoever listens to, my story about me opening up about my healing process, I pray that you come to a moment in your life where you know who you are. Because I feel like once you know who you are, no one in this world can take that away from you. They can bring up the past all they want, but they can never touch you. And so I only keep people who are around me who are healthy, happy, and are positive and genuine and have genuine intentions, because I have genuine intentions. And a lot of times people say, how can you have such a kind heart when, people can hurt you, take advantage? And I truly feel this, my beautiful souls. Never change who you are because of other people. And I'm going to say that again. Never change who you are for other people. What other people may have done to you, I'm starting to also realize that a lot of people don't even know who they are. A lot of people are battling their own demons. And a lot of things don't even have anything to really do with you. It's everyone is... Sorry, let me just fix my chair because it's like crickety moving. But everyone is dealing and battling with their own demons. And I think that helped me understand, like, just have a genuine respect for people, but also have a genuine respect for myself. The biggest thing is, like, I'm big now. Like, I've never been this big on it, but, like, setting these boundaries. are so needed. Like, people question my boundaries. Like, why do you have to have your phone on silent on Sundays? Why do you have to, like, don't respond to my messages? And it's just like, I'm not obligated to do anything that anyone wants me to do at their own time. I am at a point and in a place in my life that I will respond and do as I want, when I want, or if I feel that I need to. And it is so important, beautiful souls, that I share this message with you guys, because you are the person that is with you. You have to take care of you. You have to take a step back and ask yourself, are you even in the right place to respond? Are you even mentally, emotionally, spiritually whole to even want to reciprocate? Because everything is energy exchange, whether people even realize or not, texting, calling, hey, let me tell you about so-and-so. Oh my God, you wouldn't believe this. And it's just like, do you really have the mental capacity to receive this? Or can you make sure that you're whole? Can you make sure you're full, that your cup is full, so that you can be able to go back out there and receive people and be there for people, and and it's all your choice. Everything is your choice. Never make someone feel guilty because you have boundaries. Whether that is a person that is interested in you. The biggest mistake that I can see where I've made, because I don't speak for other people, is not sticking to those boundaries. Like, even when you're in the talking stage, whether you're in a relationship, whether things go forward, you should never, ever, ever change your boundaries. Because the right person that comes along will respect that hey, you're busy. Hey, you actually take time to, what were you doing before you even met a person? And making sure you do that, but you also adding that person, but gently easing it through. You should never, ever change your boundaries. And, on this journey, what I've realized is a lot of people who were coming into my life were just not happy with my boundaries. And those are the type of people that I had to keep away from me at a distance. I had to drink my water, guys. But yeah, and now it's like the level of where I am, oh my gosh. Like, some people say, would you have wished that you have done this sooner? Absolutely. If I knew the tools, if I had it all, knew it all, yes, I would have loved to have done all of this, before being a mom, and but the best part is that, like, my children see the change, they see the evolution. Like, people are not going to notice those things because they're not with you at their day-to-day. No one's with you the most than your partner or your children. And guys, I actually cannot believe right now that not only that this is the big year, like I said, I'm going to be 39 this year, but I am about to have an 18-year-old on my hands. And, we have, like, grown so much. My son has seen me go through so much in life. And one of the proudest things for me is that I have it together, emotionally, spiritually. And, there's actually going to be a day, and I told him, it's coming up actually, where me and him are going to sit down and just have this one-on-one conversation where, since he's getting older, just kind of like understand a lot of things, and, just have that heart to heart where he can just understand his mom just a little bit. But I am very, very, very grateful. I have some amazing children, amazing teenagers, which people to this day cannot believe I have teenagers. I know. and just, and just embrace that moment with him. He's actually super excited. I'm like, we're going to get food. We're going to it's going to be a moment where we just sit back, kick it, and we just talk. I remember having one of those realizations with my mom, which I feel like is pretty cool because it was actually helped me as I was growing into an adult have that clear understanding. The more I heal, the more I understood. Like, my parents were just people who tried to make the best decision, to try to make the best choices with what they knew or thought that was best at the time. I'm not going to speak or dwell too much on my childhood. I feel like where I'm at right now, what I thrive off of is knowing that as I am healing and doing better and, creating and giving and sharing my story, is that, you know, my kids and my daughter told me this the other day. And if you guys don't know, now my daughter is 13, which I'm like, what is going on? These kids are literally growing faster. And she just is like, you've given me the best childhood. Excuse me, guys. You've given me the best childhood. And as she's coming into her young lady mode, we talk and we have these personal things. And where I'm at now in life is just like really just like loving up on my children, just like so focused on all the things that I'm instilling into them, because they will be soon off. And like I said, my 18-year-old will be out in the world sooner than I can even blink or even grasp. And we had this conversation the other day, and I was just like, I'm just not ready, but I know that I have to be. So, and trust in the guidance and all of the things that I've taught him and he's learned, and all the tools that I've given him, that he's going to make the best discernments over his life. And he's going to live his life how he sees fit and what's for him. And I'm just going to have to like hold my heart on the side, like cheering him and praying for him, and just, making sure that, I know he's going to go through his own stuff. And maybe I will get him on here. I think that would be dope to do a mother and son, and we can do some, we can get a video out for you guys. Because like I said, guys, I don't just think about how much I can help others in sharing my story, but also how my kids can have this, and my future grandchildren. Like, the legacy lives on. Like, uplifting hearts and souls will live on and on and on, and they can always go back to it, and it's there. But yes, so the tools, what helped me get to where I'm at now in my life? I would say going back to the basics, journaling, meditating, spending a lot of time with myself helped me learn who I truly am, what I like, what I don't like. For me in general in life, being kind to myself on days where I don't feel 100%, those days still happen, guys. Like, on this journey, it's like, and those days, guys, I'm super kind, and I encourage you guys to be super kind to yourself. Like, what is it that makes you feel good? And a lot of it for me is like nature, it's driving. I'll get in my car and I will, if you don't know, now. Me and Bella is my car. I call her my mom car with swag. Me and Bella, like, we be going on road trips. I definitely have taken a lot of trips alone, but also, like, I would have to say the biggest trip that I've ever, like, the biggest road trip would have to have been when I drove from California to Atlanta, where I'm currently am, and that had to be the biggest for me. And oh my gosh, okay, so I got 5 more minutes. I'm gonna cut it because I don't want this to go over into another part of the video, but I'll tell you this story. That trip was so real, driving all those through those states. I learned a lot. But if you don't know, now you know. I have karaoke sessions in my car. I tell people this all the time. I have like over 4,000, probably close to almost 5,000 songs on my playlist. So I'm just jamming, and it's just very therapeutic, open road driving. But yes, like I said, getting back to the basics. So it's me, it's getting in my car, it's driving, listening to music, getting back to my good books, which I just finished reading. What did I just finish reading? Let's see here. I just finished reading The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. That was a really good book. It's a short read. Guys, please don't knock if you haven't already. You can go grab it at Five Below. I got that one there. I'm currently reading The Circle of Fire by Don Miguel. If I said his name wrong. Ruiz. I'll tag it below so you guys can check it out. A lot of these books, like I said, I found them in Five Below. I'm big in Barnes and Noble. I'm big on Starbucks. You know, I'm a coffee lady. We haven't done coffee and combos in a while. I will bring that back. I'm just getting my guests together at this point because I want to do, you know, with people, because I just think it would be super cool to just add other people's insight and, you know, share some things. But this is pretty much where I'm at. Hopefully I didn't lose you in this video, but I have some very exciting new things coming. And I'm just really, really, really excited. I am going to put my focus, excuse me, right now on uplifting hearts and souls. And I know a lot of people has been asking about Mind, Body, and Soul 820. It is still here. It's never left. As I'm talking to you guys, I'm just reminding I got to renew my LLC. As I'm renewing my LLC, it is still here. It hasn't gone nowhere. I'm just revamping everything. And also to putting a lot of my focus into uplifting hearts and souls so that I can go ahead and give you guys some more videos, some more content, some more things so I can share with you guys, and you know, just constantly to just uplift and let you guys know that, you know, you're not alone. We all have good days and bad days. I just want to let you know that healing is very therapeutic, and when you know better, you do better. And when you know your worth, the biggest thing, guys, is when you know your worth, you make better decisions for yourself. You bring better people. You attract better people. And when I say attract, I'm not talking about looks. I'm talking about the right energy, you know, the right people, not toxic behaviors, all of that. Once you unlearn your old pattern of thinking, you start making room for your new way of thinking. So you start bringing in healthier relationships into your life. And remember, guys, I'm going to end the video here, but let's spread more love and less hate. I will do a part 2 because I am going to keep this cut to 30. Thank you guys so much for listening. It feels so good to be back. I will stay tuned for more. Thank you so much, and have a great and amazing night. I know this is going to come out tomorrow, but it is nighttime where I am. So again, I love you guys so much. Bye.